Hey there, it's CJ Willie and I'm cracking a pack. Today I'm back with pack number 14, got ahead of myself. In my 1988 Topps Mini Leaders box, I'm trying to see how many packs I have to crack to get all 77 cards in the complete set. I've included the link to the preview video in the description below, which gives a little explanation on the set and the highlights of what I could pull in cracking these packs. Since the packs only have 7 cards in them, I am going to guess which category or categories the player led their league, and then I'll flip over the card to see if I was right or how very bad my memory was of the 1987 MLB season. I've also created this great checklist, so we'll get down there and mark off number 14 to see how close I am to completing the set. The last pack, pack 13, was our first pack that had all duplicates. So hopefully today, pack 14 gets us back on track of completing the set. For my count, we are at 13, so getting pretty close to completing the set. All right, let's zoom in. Yeah, that's good. And begin with Jimmy Key. All right, not a duplicate, so we're down to 12. Jimmy Key was a mainstay in the Blue Jays rotation for quite a while. He he partnered with Dave Stieb to help the Blue Jays become a perennial powerhouse in the mid to late 90s. I can't remember if he was part of their World Series winning teams in 92 and 93. He may have moved on by that point. I'm going to guess here in 87, since the Blue Jays raced the Tigers down to the very last day of the season and then finished second, he was a league leader. I'm going to go with wins and earned run average. So good thing that I chose ERA. He was first in ERA with 276. He was fifth in games started with 36, eighth in innings, and 8th in victories. Still having a 17-8 season is pretty darn good. Okay, next card, Jose Canseco. So now we're down to 11 for the set. Canseco is coming off his 86 Rookie of the Year season, and in 87 had a follow-up monster campaign. Canseco is going to be a league leader in home run, RBI, probably slugging percentage and on-base percentage. 87 was the first year they teamed with his fellow Bash brother, Mark McGwire. So I was way off. Wow. He tied second with 17 game-winning RBI, so that great game-winning RBI comes out to get me. He was 6th in RBI and 10th in doubles. Still had a pretty good year with 31 home runs and 113 RBI. For whatever reason, I thought he hit a lot more home runs in 87 than he actually did. Okay, next we have Jeff Reardon. So down to 10. All right, looking pretty good. This pack hasn't had any duplicates at all. Reardon is a career reliever. He was the closer for a number of teams, the Expos, the Twins. He came up originally with the Mets. In here, this is going to be an easy one to guess. He's going to be a league leader in saves. I should probably, for these relievers, guess where they were as a league leader or how they finished, first through fifth. Reardon was 2nd in saves with 31, 2nd in games finished, and 6th in games with 63. He was part of the World Series winning Minnesota Twins, closer for them. Even though he had 31 saves, he did have a pretty high ERA at 4.48. That's interesting. Okay, next we have Ivan Calderon. So now we're down to 9. This is a pretty good pack, all right. Calderon came up with the White Sox as a power hitter. I think he came up with the Mariners and then went over to the White Sox. Later on, played with the Expos as well, and unfortunately passed away early too. In our last pack, we had Kirby Puckett, who passed away at the age of 45 in 2006. Calderon passed away, I think, in his native Puerto Rico, if I remember correctly. I'm going to say that Calderon was a league leader in home runs, and RBI would be my guess. And I was completely wrong. He was tied for 3rd with doubles, 38. I know he later on went on to hit, routinely between 28 and 36 home runs. but I guess this was a little too early. So my memory is not panning out so well in these packs, aside from getting the easy Jeff Reardon one. Next we have Dwayne Buse, who was a reliever as well. This one is going to be saves. I'm going to guess he was, I think Dan Plesac was 5th in saves. I'm going to go with Dwayne Buse as 4th in saves. Interesting thing about him, he was instrumental in helping Upper Deck get a major league license and coming on to the card scene in 1989. So these are 88 cards. During his time with the Angels, he helped bridge that gap. So in the next year, the 1989 Upper Deck set was available. So once again, he's a league leader in saves. He ranked 5th in saves. So Plesac must have been 4th. Only getting 17 saves and ranking 5th. Nowadays, you know, if you get 17 saves, you're not even considered the closer on your team. He also finished 7th in games finished with 44. His career pretty much ended after this year. He had a couple of cups of coffee in 88 and 89 and then was out of MLB. But if you read up on him in Wikipedia, he made a lot of money from Upper Deck. John Franco is our next card. So now we're down to 8. Franco is also a reliever, so I should probably guess where he was in the Major League lead in saves. I'm going to say that he was 4th in saves. All right. Talk about nailing it. He was 4th in saves with 32, 1st in games finished with 60, and 10th in games with 68. John Franco had a long career with both the Reds and Mets as a closer. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think he got close to 400 saves. If he didn't get right to exactly 400 saves, he was pretty close. Wasn't considered a Hall of Famer, but he was a pretty good closer, especially a lefty closer for the length of his career. And the final card out of the pack is Brian Downing. So we are down to, I think, 7 cards to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we're at 6. Oh, yeah, because we came in with 13. There's 7 cards in the pack, so yeah, 6. Brian Downing started his career with the White Sox as a catcher, eventually moved to an outfielder, and then to a designated hitter. Even though I know kind of how we move from position to position, he wasn't known really as a major power hitter. So I'm going to have to go with maybe this is the year that he had a lot of doubles, hits, and batting average. Maybe I'm going to throw out game-winning RBI since I keep forgetting about that particular stat. He was 3rd in runs with 110, 1st in walks, and 6th on-base percentage. So aside from the relievers in this pack, I did a really horrible job of remembering who led what in the 87 Major League Baseball season. Favorite card out of the pack, or what I think is the best card, I'm going to go with Jimmy Key. I always liked Jimmy Key. I thought he was a really good pitcher. One of my memories of Jimmy Key was in his rookie season. He actually came up as a reliever his first year and then started to become a starting pitcher in the subsequent year. 84 is his rookie year, and then 85 onward. Spent some time with the Blue Jays, Yankees. In his rookie season, I remember watching a game on TV. I think it was the NBC Game of the Week, where he actually got thrown out of the game because he threw a spitball. So that's one of my memories of Jimmy Key getting busted with a spitball. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Also share with me in the comments what your favorite card or what you thought was the best card in the pack. Until next time, when I'm back to crack the next pack of 1988 Topps Mini Leaders in my quest to complete the set.